statement of that, and what are the research objectives of those specific researchers to do that. Why the traditional network is not that much successful in current era rather than the software defined network or the wireless sensor networks. So starting from the topic, first of all, we will be discussing the current issue and the current solution of that specific traditional network. Introducing the SDN or software defined network, it's a very current topic of current solution of the traditional network. What is software defined network? It's an emerging and evolving trend in the computer network in today's world, because in traditional network we have too many complications when we are working on the scalability and larger networks. For example, as everybody knows about the data communication network OSI layers, we have 7 layers, and these are all interoperable and depends upon each other. If we want to add another network into the traditional network era, then we have to do much work. How? We have to put extra effort, manual work, network configuration, and all the defined work we have done into this specific value. Just like this, there's in the specific SDN, the traditional networks, all the data plane, all the specific control is interconnected, interdependent. Whereas in the SDN, we have 3 specific planes. They are independent of each other. They are working on a single task. They don't have multitasking in a runtime. So it's very easy that if we are working on the complex part of the machine, then if there is centralization of each work and processing, then we have a very easy to do that. If one specific layer is doing only a single task and it has nothing to do with the second plane, then it would be easy for it, and we also have to operate it very easy manner. So SDN is giving us that specific easiness, that data plane has nothing to do with the application plane, application layer and other layers. It has just only one work, that is to forward the packets from their open switch, nothing more than that. And the whole specific applications are being done on the SDN controller. Controller is the major CPU of that SDN, which is actually deciding where to forward this packet, where to elaborate it, how to make it, confirm that this is the major destination, and the data plane has nothing to do with that. It would just only forward the packet, and it would elaborate the flow table of those specific packets which are packeting in and packeting out. Right. So discussing is further the architecture of the SDN or software defined network. We have 3 planes, just like we have 7 layers. Here we have 3 different planes. We have data plane, we have control plane, and application plane. What are the tasks of application plane? If you people are familiar with the application layer, then whatever the type of application we are downloading in the mobiles, they are the actually user interface. So in SDN, we have given a concept of user interface, that all the software working will be done on this architecture. How? If we want to add any network into it, we will just make a software combination or software correction or software configuration of that network. We don't have to manually configure that host or machine onto it. It means it will be programmable. Any feature of network will be added just by the software of the application, nothing more than this. That is that much easy. On the control plane, what we will be doing, whole the programming. It means how to program that, how to decide which packet is going on which destination, what are the flows of these packets, how to forward it, where to forward it. All these specific programming and managing are actually done by the control plane. After that, we have the hardware portion, that is the switches, which are actually called as open flow switches. These open flow switches actually used as to forward all those packets which are being monitored over the control plane. Okay. Then we have these specific communication interfaces. I mean to say that if control plane wants to communicate with the data plane, then what we have to do, we have to use an APIs that is called southbound interfaces, and these APIs work as a communication path between the control plane and the data plane, or as well control plane as well as the application plane. right? So these are called as northbound interfaces and southbound. What are southbound interfaces? These are the APIs of communication between the application plane and the control plane, whereas the APIs of control plane and the data plane are called as the southbound or southbound interfaces. So SDN ways traditional. What is actually the major issue in conventional IP networks? The data and control planes are integrated and embedded into the network devices with specific algorithm to monitor. Just like we have typical 7-layer model and we are working on specific traffic and specific control congestions, we have an algorithm and we will use all these plan at a time and doing our work over that. But SDN gives us rules that if we have packet into the data plane, then first of all, data plane will decide and download or float all the specific flow tables of that, and it will forward to the control plane. Control plane will decide whether to and where to forward these specific planes rather than complicating it. So that is why SDN is very much popular among the masses. What are the characteristics of the SDN? It's a simplified network. Why simplified? As I discussed in the previous slide, that it has 3 different planes and they are independent of each other. Logically centralized controller, as OSI layer is not logically centralized, it's a decentralized network. Traditional networks are not centralized networks. No any layer is above any other layer. They are equally charted and decentralized. But over here into the SDN, we have simply one of the basic layer, that is control plane. It's actually the master programmer and he is actually the centralized controller. Open programmable interface, I just told you that into the application layer, just you have to add by software through software the actual interface parameters into the application and it will be programmed. No any extra hardware is required for that. Switch management protocol. Switch management protocol is actually the protocol which is actually used for the forwarding of packets, that how to manage these specific open flow protocol. Open flow switch is actually using a protocol to forward all these kind of packets. Virtualized logical networks, centralized monitoring units, global network view. These all are the basic characteristic of SDN, which we will be discussing in the next slide with a very expanded explanations. So what is the actual abstract of my work? That is how to decide and what are the major issues in the SDN. You know, SDN is very much good in the security, but there are different flaws into the security, just like we have these or DDoS attacks and other many type of attacks we have discussed into the course called your cryptography, that these denial of service or the distributed denial of service, these are different type of active attacks, passive attacks. These attacks, uh, unfortunately in SDN even we can't control it and we can't make it not to happen everywhere or runtime. So in this abstract, we will be discussing how to manage those attacks, how to resolve them, how to detect it, and how to mitigate these attacks into the SDN. That is the major information, because our topic is just to centralized version of that. That is actually giving the security, but we also have to secure these SDN networks from the different kind of attacks. So the major research area in the SDNs are, we have reliability, scalability, security. When we will discussing the major areas in the SDN. The SDN has 3 different